What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Mike Rashid. What you just experienced today, or what you are experiencing, is day 2 of the complete total body overtraining program. We got an iron addict. He flew in just to experience it firsthand, all the way from Perth, Australia. This guy, he's been out here before. He's a real iron addict, for real. You know, his idea of a vacation is coming out to beautiful, sunny California and getting his ass kicked in the gym every day. I like that. That's my kind of guy. That's what's up.
I'm Ross Cotton. I'm from Perth, Australia. I've been watching Mike, Rob, and obviously CT's videos for probably about a year now. Watching them do their work down here at Rectiflex Long Beach. I think what these guys are doing is, you know, pretty inspirational. You know, giving really good information out. You know, and thought I'd come out here, actually for the second time now, to not just check it out. Already done that, but come here and work through the entire overtraining program with Mike and with Rob today. And I tell you what, you know, we hit back yesterday and triceps, and then to come back again this morning and hit, you know, chest and back again. You know, we're watching the video, it might look pretty light and look pretty easy, but I tell you what, it's a hell of a lot harder when you're actually here doing it, and you've got to pump that weight out.
As you may or may not know, those of you who have the program, you know, it's literally overtraining. So we're doing the same body parts back to back. So yesterday we did back and triceps. The triceps pre-exhausted for today's session for chest, and we did back again today. Now yesterday was a heavy back session. Today, back was the secondary movement, or the secondary body part, so it wasn't as heavy as yesterday, but it was still a lot of stress on the back, lots of pull-ups, rows, back extensions, etc. Okay, so movement 1 and 2 was the flat bench. Okay, now you see how he's bench pressing? I'm gonna show y'all something. All right, rack it real quick. Now this is a mistake that I made many times. Come on up. Typically you bench press, you're right here. However, it's a very unnatural movement for your shoulders, and a lot of guys who get shoulder injuries and shoulder problems is from having your elbows up this high on the bench press. So what you want to do, it feels awkward if you're not used to it, but once you're used to it, it's fine. You want to bring your elbows in, okay, close to your body. So this is what I want you to do. Get your hands right where you need them, boom, and you can like just kind of turn them in, you know, boom. Boom, versus out here, okay? So boom, boom, come down nice and easy, explode up. Boom, boom, elbows in, okay? I don't care what anybody say, in my opinion, a bench press is the most important movement for your chest. I mean, for total upper body development. The bench press, when you bench press properly, the right weight, the right capacity, you are putting on, I feel like the bench press puts on more muscle than any other body group, than any other exercise for your upper body. It's the biggest upper body muscle builder. You're not only using your triceps, you're using your shoulders. You're building your chest. When your chest and when your triceps start getting exhausted, your back start kicking in, your lats start kicking in. So a lot of times when you're doing a progression like what I prescribe, you will feel a pump in your back because, you know, other muscles have to take over. So we started out fairly light, with just a bar for a warm-up and some pull-ups. We went up to 135 for, I believe, 10 reps, and then max reps on pull-ups. Good. 2. As you can see, Ross is coming all the way down to a dead hang. That's a real pull-up. That's how you get strong. You don't want to come right here. Some people do that near the end of a workout when you're burnt out, you're still trying to get your money, that's fine. But especially when you're fresh, you want to do it properly. Come all the way down. Let's throw a plate on for him. Everybody's progression is going to be different. Now, you guys will see in the book that I put my numbers on for that time. But I tell you, you have to scale it to your body weight, to your strength, to your 1 rep max. All right, so what Ross did, he went from 135 to 185, max reps on pull-ups. If you notice, we do wide grip pull-ups. It's the most difficult pull-up, is working the entire back. It's the most effective pull-up in my opinion. But when we got fatigued, I let them go ahead and go do a close grip pull-up, which is a lot easier. You're using way more biceps, and it's still getting a lot of work in, especially on the rhomboids. It's not hitting the lats as much as a wide grip, but it's still getting back work, okay? So we went 135, 185, 225, 255, then we went up to 275. We always want to get that heavy set in. You know, we're building muscle. You build muscle, you get size on a cellular level by reps. But the heavier you can hit them reps for, the more trauma you cause to the muscle, the better, the stronger, the bigger it grows back. So you want to get strong. So we still stress the central nervous system by touching on that heavy weight as well. So he went up to his max for today, which was 275. He got the first rep clean. I helped him on the second one. Actually, he didn't have the second one. I had to pull it off of him. Listen, guys, be honest with yourself. Don't get on the bench or any lift and have your training partner doing all the work for you. It's not fair to him, you know, because he got to work out too. And also, you're not getting anything out of it. I'm a huge advocate of spotting in the right capacity. I will spot my training partner. I will give him just enough he needs. I'll let him do most of the work, and whatever slack at whatever sticking point, I know when to touch it, okay? So you gotta know when to like really help and when you know it's time to pull it off. Like, so don't, if you're not getting it, if your training partner is getting 30, 40, 50% of your lift, don't go for another rep, because you're putting this guy under a lot of stress, and it's not fair, you know? So if it's like he only has to get 10%, 15%, that's fine. We can work through that. But anything over that, knock it off. Just knock it off, buddy, all right? So we went all the way up to 275, then we started coming down for those heavy working sets. So we went from 275 straight to 225. We stayed on the pull-ups in between, 225 to, I believe, 185, pull-ups in between, and then we burnt out at 135, pull-ups in between. So that was movement 1 and 2. That alone, that was very taxing. I'm sure he probably felt pretty burnt out after that, especially the fact that he trained his back the day before, okay?
It was a great workout. What these guys are doing is awesome. And I think in terms of the overtraining style, probably been doing that now for about 3 or 4 months. I mean, certainly, you know, the strength gains, I think, is what you do notice. You know, and I think, you know, from that standard kind of, you know, mixing your strength training up with your cardio, you know, it doesn't suit a lot of people. It certainly doesn't suit me, who, you know, you really want to try and get bang for your buck when it comes to your training. So the great thing about overtraining is you're getting your cardio, you're getting your strength training, you're getting it all in a pretty quick 45-minute, 1-hour workout, and you're getting all the benefits, you know, the strength, conditioning, weight loss, and obviously putting on size as well. So there you go.
If you guys notice, I don't do the typical chest and triceps, back and biceps, okay? I like to use antagonistic body parts. You're recruiting more muscle fiber in each session. If I had him doing chest and triceps, his chest workout would severely suffer, okay? For a secondary movement, which is triceps, it's more important to hit the chest, in my opinion. So I always focus on the main lift, and then the secondary should not interfere with the first, okay? And you are recruiting muscle fibers from both parts of your arm, you know? The back is doing a lot of pulling, so it's working your biceps, and of course chest hitting the back of the arm, the triceps, and the shoulders. So it's the best of both worlds. So from there, we went to dumbbell incline press, and we supersetted it with double arm dumbbell rows, okay? Now, I love doing double arm dumbbell rows. I like to do it without the bench, but like I said, back today was secondary. We didn't want to tax him too much on the back today. We wanted to tax his chest. That's the primary movement. We did back yesterday. So in this case, he did his rows on the same bench as the incline chest press. So, but typically we will go heavy without a bench. So you use your core stability to do those rows. You're also using your hamstrings, your legs. It's pretty much taxing your whole body. So we did a few sets of dumbbells. We went up each set, you know, until he can only squeeze out a couple, and in between each time we supersetted it with rows. Went all the way up. The last set we lightened it up so he can get more work in, more reps, and that was it. It's pretty cut and dry. From there we went to pec deck flies to hit the inner part of the chest. This is the fine tuning here. It also gives you a great deal of front delt work, if you guys didn't know that. And we supersetted it with lower back work on some back extensions. You know, I tell you guys all the time, like, The hardest body part for me to train is back because there's so many parts of the back. You have your top, your middle, the sides of the lats. You got to work on the thickness. You got to work on the V taper, the bottom. You know, so we hit the top, we hit the middle, so we worked on the bottom with the back extensions. It gets no better than that as far as fine tuning the back. This is right here is great for your hamstrings, glutes, and that lower back. Makes it nice and strong. It helps assist with deadlifts, but you got to work the entire back. Come on. If you guys see a real back, people talk about Christmas trees on their backs. Some of these guys are just real skinny, so it just shows everything. But when you have that real well-developed lats that come down to a point, it shows that they put in a lot of work, okay? You'll have that Christmas tree as well, but you'll see the lats come into a point, especially when one is lean. So, but you have to work the lower back to be able to develop those muscles down there, you know? So there's nothing that will trump a deadlift, but for lower back work, back extension is pretty efficient and it works pretty good. So basically he just did 3 or 4 sets of the pec deck flies, always squeeze it at the top, and supersetted it with the back extensions. And with that, we took no breaks. From pec deck to back extensions, right back to pec deck, back extensions, because pec decks is not difficult to do. So that's what we did. We went back and forth. And then we finished it somewhat of a fatality, also just a gut check, just to see where you're at the end of the workout. Max rep push-ups, superset with max rep pull-ups. And as you can see, he squeezed out a few of them, and that's what you want to do. I try to teach you guys to be as strong as possible be strong for as long as time as possible, okay? So he was already at his wall, he's at his limit. What did he do? He kept pushing until he couldn't push no more, and that's all I ask of you guys, okay? We all may not hit the same weight, but it's the effort that enhances that intestinal fortitude, you understand? So big shouts out to my boy Ross, all of Australia. I'll be out there soon. We're working on a tour. So we'll be out there soon, tearing up somebody's gyms, all right? But all y'all can download the complete program. The link is in the description box. Listen, I didn't even give y'all all of the movements for this particular day of workouts. You gotta get the book. Listen, everything is broken down precisely and to a T. Do not cheat yourself. A lot of people just wanna look at videos and think that they can do it all from there. Listen, I give that to you guys because I got much love for you all. But the complete program, it's all in there. You don't want to cheat yourself. Get it all right? I'm putting the blueprint out there for y'all, and it's cheap. Go ahead and get it. Knock it off. Quit acting cheap, all right? So until next time, we'll see y'all later. Go ahead and subscribe to my boy Big Rob's channel. His link is in the description box as well, all right? Much love.